What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I'm your host, the average switch to your handgun. It's faster than reloading enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is I'm going to talk about two major topics. Guys becoming obsessed with handguns and obsessed with their role on CQB, WROL, SHTF, you name it, both civilians and military, guys becoming obsessed with handguns and their role, right? And part two is going to be, when should you transition? When should you transition from your rifle to your handgun? And I'll put up some B-roll if I remember to here throughout the video of me transitioning to my handgun from my rifle over and over and over again, so you guys have some context. If I forget to put it up, then who cares, okay? So first and foremost, if you want to support the channel, hit the like button, share it with a buddy that could benefit from the video, and make sure you leave a comment down below if you've ever seen a guy in a shoot house become obsessed with click and they transition to their handgun. If you've ever seen that and now they're running through the entire shoot house with their handgun out, let me know down below. That should be a fun discussion. Okay, so what is my experience? What is my background? Active duty infantry, 12 years, senior non-commissioned officer, drill sergeant, airborne, mechanized. That is my experience, okay, in a nutshell. I've done a lot of live fire, shooting live bullets, shooting simunition, shooting blanks in buildings with other human beings. I've experienced the concussion, I've experienced stuff like that, and I've experienced guys watching my teammate go through an entire shoot house with his M17, his Glock 17, or his M9 out instead of the gun that he should have had out, which was his rifle or his carbine. So let's talk about it. So why does this happen? Well, it's a phenomenon that video games and movies often, they hype up the use of handguns. Let me just tell you, first and foremost, handguns are for when you can't carry a rifle. Handguns are used to fight to a rifle. Right now, you're probably watching this carrying a handgun because you're probably at work, time thefting from your boss, which is good. But handguns are used when a rifle is not acceptable, either socially, you know, whether it be you're at work and you can't have your rifle at work, or you can't have your rifle at whatever task you're doing, so it requires you to have a handgun. Handguns are not good, both ballistically speaking. The terminal velocities that you get from all handguns, even a Desert Eagle 50 AE, a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum, compared to a rifle, handguns are not an acceptable way of killing something, okay? YouTube, we're talking about Minecraft here, so don't worry about it. For our, we'll say our manual reviewer, we're talking about video games, okay? So handguns are not good at killing stuff, killing animals, killing people. Handguns are bad, right? Generally speaking. And it's often overhyped by the use in video games, movies, etc., where a dude has handgun, dude smokes 3 people, John Wick style, headshots all the way. Yeah, if you shoot somebody in the face, they're dead with a 22 long rifle or a handgun. But here's the deal. You're not John Wick, neither am I, and even when you're doing CQB, you want a rifle, okay? So the proliferation of handguns being adopted widely in society has led to people in other countries also being more scared of handguns than they are of rifles. Now, operators, I say the word operator loosely, because whether you're a SWAT dude, you're an infantry private, you're a regular cop, you're a civilian that's a well-armed, well-trained Minuteman watching this, doesn't matter. A lot of you guys are obsessed. You're obsessed with your rifle or your handgun. Oh, should I get a Glock 19? Should I get an M9? Should I get an M17, a P320? Should I get a Smith & Wesson? Should I get a Canic? No. Should I get a Taurus? No. Should I get whatever, right? You're obsessed with the use of your handgun. Your handgun, so this is the order that which things should occur if you're ever going to use your handgun in your rifle. You're going to sling your rifle, empty, bolt lock to the rear. You're going to bring your handgun up, lock the slide to the rear, inspect the chamber, the magazine well, and the bolt face, inspect your magazine, new mag in, slide forward, and chamber check, make sure the mag is seated, chamber check, and holster. Make sure your dot is good, obviously. Make sure your batteries are good if you should have already done that. And now the gun is holstered, it will stay holstered forever. until the duty day is over, whether it be a law enforcement shift, if you're a Minuteman civilian, whether it be you wake up in the morning and you put your duty belt, your battle belt in the safe, and you don't use it for home defense until the next night or until the next course you take or whatever. That is the order, okay? And then after that, you bring your carbine up into your workspace, lock the bolt to the rear, weapon on safe, make sure your dot brightness is good, make sure you do a 3-point safety check, mag in, pull down because you can, bolt forward, chamber check, forward assist, close your ejection port cover, and that's it. That is the order. We always load your handgun first? Because your handgun is your lifeline. Your handgun is the thing that you will need if your rifle ever fails you. However, your rifle, I'm not going to say won't fail you, because malfunctions do happen for both, FN, Colt rifles. It happens. FN, Colt, Knight's Armament, doesn't matter. You get click, no bangs all the time. You get mushy trigger, remedial action happens too. And so same thing with your M17, your Glock, or your M9, right? Here's the deal. Yes, I've had to draw my handgun operationally, and I've had to draw my handgun in a shoot house many a times, right? Rifle goes click, try to attempt to put it on safe, handgun comes up, and you begin engaging with your M17, M9, or your Glock 17, right? Here's the deal. The times that happens is less than the times where you just engage with your rifle. So should you be proficient with a handgun? Absolutely. Should you become so hyper fixated on the role of the handgun that you're obsessed with it? No. You should focus a whole lot more on what will most likely save your life, and that is your rifle. Okay, so yes, professionally, I've seen dudes, cops, everyone I already named, right? Civilians attended training, infantrymen on the range and the shoot house. They just want to use the handgun. They're so obsessed. They just want to be able to transition to their handgun. They're so focused on their handgun marksmanship when they should be focused on their carbine marksmanship, right? So to the guy watching this that's preparing for a grid down, doomsday, WROL, SHTF type of scenario, focus on your rifle, your long gun. Focus on your fundamentals with your rifle, how to effectively use your carbine, and know how to transition to your handgun and be okay. You want to be good with both, right? And I practice on both, but if I had to pick one or the other, your rifle is the thing that's going to be the one that's killing stuff, and your handgun's going to be the one that your bang, 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 click, transition, and you begin engaging with the handgun as a last-ditch effort. It's not going to be the end-all, be-all. All right. I think I'm going to save part 2. When should you transition to your handgun? Do you want that video? Do you? Do you want the video of me talking about when you should transition to your handgun and what scenario? What scenario, Trench? I got my rifle, bang, 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 click. Oh, he's 50 meters. He's 100 meters away. He's 150. He's 5 meters away. I have a teammate with me. I don't have a teammate with me. If you want that video, leave that comment down below. Trench, you left me hanging. I want that video. Well, guess what? I still got to edit up a lifting video for you guys because I just got done hitting legs. I'm hungry. So if you want the Trench, when do I transition to my handgun? Seriously. When do I transition from rifle to handgun? When do I transition from handgun back to rifle? What scenarios, tactically? Post down below, I'll answer that question. Share this video with a buddy. I need at least 10 of y'all to join the Patreon. Seriously. Part 2 will release when you join the Patreon. How about that? So join the Patreon. It's $5 a month. Gets you access to our Discord server. You get behind-the-scenes content, etc. When 10 of y'all join the Patreon, I guess part 2 will come out. That will be the task for you guys. It's $5. It's $5, dude. Okay? So join the Patreon. We're back. We're making some gun content. We're making some tactics content. I think the battle drill that I'm liking is 1 gun video a day or tactics video a day, 1 tactics video a day, and 1 lifting video every day. Tactics, lifting. Tactics, lifting. And you guys will have to figure out if you enjoy that or not. I don't really care. So like it or hate it, that's what I'm doing. 10 of y'all are going to join the Patreon. Thank you. And after you do that, part 2 will come out of when we'll talk about click, transition, or mushy trigger transition. I'll answer that next time. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Share it with a buddy. Get to the fucking gym. Stop being weak. Stop being lazy. Stop making excuses. And until about a couple hours from now when I release the lifting video, until next time, it's going to be Trench Grenade, your average handgun hater that your mom said that we have at home, signing out. Cheers.
Wolverines!